Thank you for tuning back in. I just wanted to make a quick video on editing. If you are a parent or a therapist who has a kiddo with a device, there are just some things that you want to think about before or as you're editing to customize their device to them. This is Protocol to Go. This is the core words page. Today we're going to add a special toy for a child. So I'm going to go to Things. Before I go any further, I just want to remind you that, as you can see, Protocol to Go, also Touch Chat, most of the programs have the vocabulary organized in a way that incorporates motor planning, and motor memory. So, for example, for this one, the pronouns are in orange. The verbs are in purple. There are adjectives in blue. There are folders in white. There are questions in gray. When we're adding buttons, we want to make sure that we keep the same color code. That's one thing. So if I was to add a verb or somewhere, I would want to keep it as the purple. I want the child to know that pronouns are orange, verbs are pinkish purple, so on and so forth. And so that way it stays uniform. And they don't have some verbs in white and some verbs in purple, because it's going to make it more difficult for them to learn the vocabulary and find the vocabulary that way as their vocabulary is growing. We're going to go into toys. The other thing that you want to do when you're customizing is you want to make sure that you don't move any or that are already there, because we may need to use them at some point. The child may start using them. So it's better to maybe hide an item if you really feel that they're not going to use it and they need fewer symbols on the page so that it's not overwhelming for them. And then as they continue to build their vocabulary, you unhide and add, but you don't actually move it. You want to add something, hit the edit button. You want to make sure that you add it in a space that is available and you're not deleting a button like blocks and putting your new button in. I'm going to do a special toy. Sometimes we want to use real pictures, and in some cases it's appropriate to use real pictures. I just want to, if it's possible for the child to learn the symbol, it is typically better. That way they can generalize and they don't think, for example, if we took a picture of the child's dollhouse, there's a chance that they may not generalize and they think that the only dollhouse is the one at their house. But if they learn a symbol, they're more likely to learn that not all dollhouses look the same, but things that look similar to the symbol are a dollhouse. There are times, though, when you want to add a picture. So I'm going to do that here. This is a very special toy, and it's okay to add it. Infinity Cube stress ball that this child loves. Infinity Cube. We'll just put Infinity Cube, and then you're going to tap edit on the picture, and I'm actually going to choose a picture that is in my picture library in my iPad. And it's right here and right there. I'm going to hit use, and there it is, Infinity Cube. Now see how it's gray? I don't want to keep it gray. Remember, I told you I want to keep the color uniform. So all the other toys, as you can see on this page, are yellow. So I am going to change the background of this button for the Infinity Cube, and I'm going to make it the same yellow. So you're going to go to background color, and you're going to come down and you're going to try to match it. And you will. You just might have to do it a couple times. So I'm going to do yellow 6. I think that's what it is. Yeah. So you don't want to make it a different yellow. You want it the same. So yellow 6. If you notice also, the border of the Infinity Cube button that I just made is black, and the borders of the other toys are yellow. So we're going to now change the border color to be the same as the other toys. So you're going to go to border color, and then I think that one's a straight yellow. So we're going to hit yellow. We should be able to hit done. And there it is. I had added colors into this. It's not a toy, so I didn't get yellow. I made it so that when you hit it, it goes to color, so we can talk about toys. So that's why I didn't change that button to yellow. It's not a toy. That's it. Let's see if it says it.
Infinity Cube.
Yep. And say,
I
have Infinity
Cube.